A friend of mine gave me some advice. I forget the actual quote, but he basically said, "Buy Bitcoin, it's like buying Apple stocks at $20. I asked him, "What is Bitcoin?" And he said, "Dude, don't worry, just buy it and thank me later." And so yeah, I took his advice and bought 100k. And I think one of the things you realize as you lose your life savings, as you watch Bitcoin go all the way from 19k to 6,000 is, there's going to be bad days. There's going to be dark days, but you gotta embrace it, because that pain is what makes you stronger. Success is not measured on the days the sun shines and your coins are mooning. Success is measured on the dark, stormy, cloudy days. And if you can't absorb failure, you're never going to make it. Constantly I'll hear, "You bought Bitcoin at the top, lol. You hold only shit coins. You're going to get wrecked, lol." Shit gets to you, man, after a while. And people will say, "Oh, but it's easy money. Just buy low, sell high." Well, the thing about that is, if it was that easy, everybody would be rich. I lost my money. I lost my job. I lost relationships. I lost a whole number of things. I'd love to tell you it's magical internet money, but it's not. I'd love to tell you it's easy, but it ain't. I'd love to tell you everybody is going to make it, but not all do. There's always going to be someone left holding the bag. But we are not alone. We are in this together. And if we can just huddle through it, it will be okay. Because in the grand scheme of things, even for those who bought at the top, we are still the early adopters. At least I think so. Fuck, I don't even know anymore. I'm holding this shit until I either make it or it goes to zero.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Today is Monday, November 19th, 2018. And wow, what a day. Hope that video that I showed you at the beginning of today's episode give you guys a little bit of comic relief. Even though there was a lot of wise words that were said in that little video, you know, as you can see, it was a little bit of a somber mood. And if you guys woke up today and have seen the crypto markets, you know, most people are running for the streets, you know, seeing red. It's not a good day. It's a very bad day as an investor, I guess, if you're hodling, whatever. It's one of these days. But if you know what you're doing and you understand what's going on within the market, then, you know, it's a great day. It's a wonderful day. It's an amazing day. It's just, again, we're here. So, today's episode, and by the way, it's noon p.m. right now. And this morning's Discord, we usually finish at 10 in the morning, but there was just so much going on within the markets. People thought that I wasn't going to be around the next couple days. Well, I am not going to be around for Thanksgiving, and so on and so forth. So people were like, you know, the whole room was full. We had a lot of conversation talking about all kinds of things, so much going on. So that's why I was a little late, and they just lost track of time. And, you know, every time I was like, oh yeah, I gotta log off, and it's just one thing after another. But again, it's good, it's great. I mean, that's how awesome our community is. That's how much fun we have. That's how much we're constantly learning from each other, talking about all these things and so on and so forth, where it's kind of hard to separate yourself from it every morning. It's amazing, it's fun, it's great. I wouldn't have it any other way. But again, just a few minutes ago, I had to pull myself away and be like, all right, guys, I got to go for real, because, and you guys know what's up. It's just, otherwise, we'd be there all afternoon. Okay? So, today, we're going to be talking about several things. I made a couple notes. I could do like every other crypto YouTuber and talk about the bleeding markets, but I feel that, hey, everyone else is covering that. You can just go hang out with them. or see the same old news over and over again, or I can talk about something different. And in fact, I can probably bring some information, some knowledge, some education as to why we're seeing what we're seeing and what we could be expecting in the future, and so on and so forth. Okay? So without further ado, let's get down to it. I watched a little bit of Gregory Mannarino today. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I haven't even had a chance to look at the Dow or anything like that, like it even fucking matters. But he was saying that, and again, it's not just him was saying, I just haven't seen CNBC or the Confederacy of Dunces or any of these people for a while now. It's been like I think since last week or more. But over a week ago, they've been saying and have been talking about that, oh, the economy is about to tank, everything's going to crash, blah, 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 and bringing that sentiment. I listened to him today, and he's saying that they are continuing with that verbiage, saying that we're going to see a crash, everything's going to come down, we're going to correct, be careful, whatever. Now, we know already, we have to go against what they say. If they're constantly, and have been constantly saying now, it's been what, 2 weeks now, or and plus 2 weeks and counting, that they're saying that the economy is going to tank, should we take them seriously? Exactly, you know what I mean? So, is it going to happen anytime soon? Maybe not. And when it does happen, is it going to be such a major thing? Maybe not. You feel me? That's the way I'm looking at it. The way we got to look at what's going on there. And it's all going to correlate perfectly to what's going on with the crypto markets and all these other markets. We're going to segue to that in a second. But when I keep seeing them over and over and over and over again saying that, oh, we're going to crash, oh, the market's going to tank, oh, it's a bad time to buy in, oh, blah, 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 I'm actually thinking, wait a minute. Why are they saying these things? They always lie to you. They always lie to us. They're always wrong. So why are they saying this? Is there not a crash coming? Again, remember guys, last year the crash was supposed to be here at the end of 2017 and it didn't happen. We're here close to 2018, the end of it, and it seems like there might not be a crash or a correction. We might not see one till the end of next year. Or who knows if we're going to see one. That's where we're heading. And again, guys, you guys listen to me all the time, and you guys are always hearing me say that, oh, the crash is going to happen at the end of the year. We're going to be fucking hitting that crash or the correction anytime now, any day now, any whatever. And again, it still could happen. And I'm really confident that it will happen, but I don't think it's going to be a major event as they're saying. And I don't think it's going to affect everybody the way they say it or the way we think it will. Because if we realize who is in the stock market right now, it's just the 1% of the 1% for the most part, but just pretty much the 1%. That leaves everybody else out of it. So even if the market were to crash and it would be announced on the news and people would be talking about it, will it really shake the confidence out of the rest of the fucking capitalist, the rest of the nation and the rest of the world? Probably not. Because it doesn't matter if the Dow is at 2,000 or at 30,000. How is that going to affect the typical person that works at McDonald's or a person that works at a daycare or a doctor? Or, you get what I'm saying? Not much. Unless you're that part of that 1% that has stocks, that has, investments, that has a 401k, so on and so forth. But for the most part, I don't see this affecting the typical person. And we know that if it's not really directly affecting them, then how is this going to affect the confidence of everything? Well, everyone's confidence, not just in the States, but everyone's confidence in most of the world right now is at an all-time low. So what, that the market crashes and then the confidence is even lower? Again, people have no alternatives, other than the system that they have. So what is this going to do? People are not going to be like, all right, we've had enough with this, and they're gonna revolt or go against the system. They're just not, because they're not, unless they're starving, and that's not gonna happen. So you feel me? Like, I think that it's just gonna be business as usual, and it's gonna continue doing what it's doing. That's it. We're literally looking at everything that's happening right now. Now, the things I did want to bring up is the things that, like right now, there's a lot of action going on behind the scenes in the crypto space. You know, people like Eric Voorhees, other people. Who else, man? I can't believe I thought I wrote down more stuff here. God damn it. But there's a lot of people right now in which, oh yeah, Tone Vase. Okay, so we were talking about, like, in the Discord chat today, you know, we were talking about, like, hey, what happened to Tone Vase? Where did he go? I don't really know exactly what happened to him per se, but as far as I understand, you know, the government or some bank or some whatever, but I think it's the government, started saying, hey, you know, we got to shut your income down because of these referrals or whatever. Look, I don't really know. If someone knows exactly what happened, please leave something in the comment so that way we can talk more about this. And I know I should have fucking looked it up before I got on here, but you know, I just, my bad. I apologize. But not just Tone Vase, but there's a lot of people which are getting attacked by the U.S. government right now, whether you're seeing it or not. Like Eric Voorhees, he's another one. When I was watching the interview with, God, I can't believe it, with Trace Mayer the other day from yesterday. He was also talking about how they're coming out after Eric Voorhees. If you guys remember, I'm gonna see if I can find the video, put it at the end of this one. But when I was talking about Eric Voorhees myself, about him selling out or whatever the hell over a month ago, when he announced that they would start bringing memberships and eventually KYC to Shapeshift, and I fucking straight up said that is a slippery slope. And he has two options: either A, remove himself from the US and then continue with Shapeshift and continue building that without having to deal with the government, or B, comply with the government. And once you comply with one thing, you're gonna have to start complying with everything. Man, hold on. Sorry about that. Fucking people blowing up my phone. As you can see, I'm a popular guy. So yeah, so again, you know, now that they're coming out, now that the government, the SEC, all these motherfuckers, whatever, they're coming after Eric Voorhees, they're coming out after Tone Vase, and so on and so forth. Remember, I had told you guys, I've been talking about this for a while now, that is the next step. That's what they're going to start doing. So when people look, let's go to Charlie Lee for a second. When people last year were complaining that Charlie Lee sold off all his Litecoin and, you know, got away from that, and then he started the Litecoin Foundation and he started doing all the things that he's doing, and people are like, whoa, 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 what is he doing? He doesn't, he's one of them. He's an evil motherfucker. He doesn't know blah, 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 and he's not supporting Litecoin anymore, and he's doing, and all that FUD. And I kept telling you guys, listen guys, the reason he's doing all of these things is because he is trying to avoid, he's trying to be 10 steps ahead of the governments, of the banks, of these entities that are trying to shut down our whole system. So by him doing that, now the government can't come after him like they have with Eric Voorhees, or they have with Tone Vase, or they will come out after other people. Again, we were also talking about Craig Wright and Roger Ver and the Bitcoin Cash situation, and I'm looking at that like, again, these guys are, all they're doing is exposing themselves to the US government, to the SEC, to all of these individuals, and all the government entities are doing are just sitting back and watching until eventually they're gonna pounce. And, you know, Roger Ver might be seeing another prison again, unless he leaves the country, like a lot of us have, and so on and so forth. I think Craig Wright might be exempt in the sense that he is not an American. I don't know where he's from, but if he is English, listen, man, it's just as bad as being American. So, FYI. So, don't be surprised if these guys are next, you know, the next targets, if these individuals are also going to be leaving and finding a way out, and so on and so forth. But anyway, getting back to Litecoin and Charlie Lee for a minute, the reason that he set up the Litecoin Foundation, the reason he set up, yeah, sorry, there's just like a lot of action going on. Today's actual a holiday here in Mexico, and it's like a revolution day and a whole whatever, so there's like all kinds of stuff happening, all kinds of people going on and shit like that. It's pretty cool. I might actually go out, you know, after I'm done here. So, I think I should, right? So, what was I saying? So, yeah, so what he was doing is he was preparing himself, and he knows what the government is capable of, what these individuals can do, will do, and so that's why he knows his laws, or at least he got advised on what all this is taking the proper steps. So for example, by him removing himself and selling off all his Litecoin, all of a sudden he cannot be a target by the SEC, by the government, by whatever. He probably will be, but at the end of the day, by him doing that, he can now literally, if they tell him to go to court, he can send his lawyer and a proxy, and he doesn't even have to go. And again, why? Because he's not really involved in that anymore. If they want to take it an extra step further, because, you know, again, he's putting everything within the Litecoin Foundation, again, he has already removed himself. So if the government cracks down on Litecoin super hard, all they can do is take whatever away from a corporation. You get what I'm saying? Not him. And even then, a corporation can fight another corporation, no problem. So there's a lot of, that's why when he did what he was doing, and as he's been doing all the things he's been doing, I have been literally applauding him, because he is just like Trace Mayer, where a lot of people might look at Trace Mayer or Charlie Lee and be like, bro, these guys are going way overboard, okay, on security, on watching their back from the government and all these situations. But the reality is that right now, as all these crackdowns are happening, they're looking like fucking geniuses. You're not gonna fucking see no government or no SEC or anything like that coming out after Trace Mayer. They got nothing. You're not gonna see them coming out after Charlie Lee. They got nothing. All right. And again, when the government or right now, they are trying to come after people that they can easily prosecute, easily make an example of, easily get people to look at and be like, hey, if you get involved with crypto, that could be you, and scare people out, shake people out of the system, and so on and so forth. And that's what we're not only are we seeing it, but we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. They're going to start coming out. They're going to start coming after exchanges. I've already talked about this. You're going to see a lot of exchanges disappear overnight. I've already been talking about this for months. When Trace Mayer was talking about Bakkt and how Bakkt will provide a better exchange than the exchanges already out there, and Bakkt is also gonna be following every single fucking rule that the government wants them to follow. Again, why the fuck would your typical investor use Binance why would the typical investor use something like Binance if all of a sudden they know that if they use Binance in the future, or they use, you know, whatever other exchange like that, that they will most likely be getting a nice friendly letter from the IRS, from the government, from a court. So people are just gonna fucking in droves get away from these things, especially once these things start going to court. They start, you know, all these things start getting prosecuted and so on and so forth. You know, sorry, I dropped something. So, you know, these people are gonna, you know, regular people out there are gonna get away from all these exchanges. These exchanges are gonna disappear. They're not gonna have liquidity. All of a sudden, people are gonna get scared off. People are gonna be like pulling all of their money out of these exchanges, which they already are. Trace Mayer was already saying, where I forgot which exchange is already charging people 3% to take their money out, and it takes days to take your money out of these exchanges. And again, these are already like the writing on the wall. And as people start figuring it out and start pulling all their money out, Mt. Gox, Mt. Gox, Mt. Gox. And again, this is exactly what the government would want, to create this fear, this uncertainty within the space. And then once Bakkt comes out, and again, whether these exchanges fall before Bakkt or after Bakkt, I think they're going to be after Bakkt. BAKKT, FYI. But once Bakkt comes out, and then they really start cracking down, there's not going to be a reason or a need for people to go to these exchanges. So then what's going to happen is that people within our space, you know, someone like me, for example, I'm only going to be using a decentralized exchange. That's the only option I'm going to have. And then most people are going to have that option. Either A, you comply with the government regulations, whatever. And in fact, don't be surprised if all of a sudden now people that want to trade Bitcoin on Bakkt or on the, you know, on an exchange, an intercontinental exchange, you know, the ICE, they're not going to be able to, because they're not going to meet the requisites. They're not going to have the money. They're not going to meet all these things in order to do that kind of trading. So then all of a sudden these individuals are going to be going to decentralized exchanges. assuming that they're still within the space and they haven't fucking already cashed out and like, oh my God, committed suicide or whatever, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, just like, I'm done, I can't. I got shaken out to the max. So, you know, these are all the things that are like literally down the pike right now. Right now, when I'm looking, look, again, I want to say I was wrong because last week I was saying, this is fine. We're going to bounce right back. We'll be at 65K, 6,500 by Thanksgiving. Doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to be going down. And now after seeing what happened today with Bitcoin going to 5K or whatever the fuck it's at now, it's going to keep going lower and lower and lower. And I think it's going to keep getting lower until Bakkt is finally released. And then once Bakkt is released, then we're going to see an upshoot. And don't be surprised if a lot of people that are selling their coins, or Bitcoin mainly, but selling their coins, are selling and cashing out, selling, cashing out, and waiting until they can go back into the market. But they're going to go in with Bakkt and be complying with all these rules and regulations and avoid that moment in which the government will be sending these other individuals a letter saying, hey, we notice that you have your coins on Binance, blah, 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 blah. And they're just, again, avoiding that before it happens. So that's really what I'm saying. Because again, like if you trade on Bakkt, you would have already done all this KYC stuff. So like, again, the government has no leg to stand on when trying to come after you. They're not going to come after you. You're doing everything legal according to them. But everything else is illegal according to them, and they're going to start cracking down. Why? Because they can. And why? Because they will. And that's it. And again, just like Trace Mayer, like Roger Ver, and a bunch of other people are saying, and I have been saying for a while now, the U.S. is not a crypto-friendly place. Even though the U.S. is the king when it comes to a million other things that have not to do with crypto, and people want the U.S. to be the crypto mecca, it's not going to be the crypto mecca. It's just not. You know, we're going to look at places like Macau, like Switzerland, like Venezuela, like, you know, things like that. And these places, Mexico, believe it or not, you know, like a lot of fucking places. Even though Mexico is like beyond in the infancy when it comes to crypto adoption, at least they're taking the right steps. I can literally open up a bank account, open up an account on Bit.tube, which is the Mexican Coinbase, and I don't need to do any kind of KYC, any kind of anything. In fact, I can go to my 7-Eleven and deposit money within that account, and literally, like, that's it. Like, I use my 7-Eleven as a bank when wanting to do shit with crypto here. That's how different things are. You tried fucking going to 7-Eleven to deposit money, or Walmart to deposit money into your Binance account or your Coinbase account. Nah, it's not. Nah. You see? So it's just all of these things that are happening. So honestly, like right now, what I would do if I were you, I would buy stock in VPNs and VPN people that make VPNs. No, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be using a lot of VPNs, and I think that, you know, internet service providers and governments and shit like that are going to be cracking down really hard on all these things. Simple as that. So, wow, I've already gone over 20 minutes talking about this. All right? So, all right, guys, I really hope that today's episode was good and explanatory and helped you guys understand a little better what's going on, what's happening, what's going to happen, the things that are coming down the pike, and so on and so forth. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot to talk about. I would love to hear your opinions on what I had to say. If you guys want me to touch on anything else, you guys want me to expand on what I was talking about, on anything that I was talking about today, because I know I was going quick and I spit out a lot of information and I was up and down all over the place, up, down, left, right, up, A, B, select, start, something like that. But I know that a lot of the stuff, even though everything I said today was a bigger mouthful than usual, I think that these are a lot of important subjects that we are not talking about per se, and that we should be talking about. And when we look at what happened today within the markets, these are the things that we got to be looking at. Not looking at like, oh, I wonder why the price went down to 49. I wonder if it's going to go down to 47 or 52. Let's take a poll. No, guys, that's not doing us. That's not helping anyone. It's not. It really isn't. It's just talking about these things and understanding what the fuck is going on and using this. That's what's going to get you from point A to point B. That's what's going to take you to the promised land. Okay? Knowledge.
Knowledge.
That's it. Nothing but knowledge. So with that said, guys, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me every day. I appreciate you guys this morning. I know you guys, a lot of you guys, even though we had the room full and everybody was fucking chatting it up and eating shit and doing all kinds of stuff, I know that there was a lot of distractions also this morning. But hey, I want to say big shout out to all of you. Big fuck, I don't know, thank you, a big everything. It was a great fucking morning despite the distractions happening, not just in the markets but other distractions. And wow, you guys are fucking awesome. And we had a great day, great morning, great start to the week, even though we're bleeding red. Okay, like literally, I mean, this is like the heaviest period that Bitcoin has had in a while. Horrible joke. By the way, just so you guys can understand what we do in our chat, we were talking about everything this morning, okay? Even 2 girls in 1 cup. Yeah, I finally saw 2 girls in 1 cup. I'll leave it there. Again, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fucking end it in such a horrible fucking note. But if you guys know me already, I put the H in horrible. What? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Anyways, thank you guys. Yeah, that's it. I'm done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really love you guys. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever understand. As much as I talk and as much as I always put everything into words, the love that I have for you guys, I can't put into words. How I feel, the humbleness, how everything that has come to me in this last year because of everything that I've done within this crypto space, just turning this camera on and talking, has been beyond overwhelming for me. I know, right? I usually do not get overwhelmed, but every day I'm more and more overwhelmed with awesomeness and happiness and emotion and all of these fucking things. And it's incredible, guys. And I gotta thank you guys more than you guys could ever thank me. Seriously, all right, for real. So, all right, let's get down to the end of the show. Guys, please, every single morning, follow. Every single morning, we all meet on Discord. And a lot of us are chatting. A lot of us go into the voice chat. But at the end of the day, we all have a voice. All right, I provide a free platform for all of us to gather and talk about anything that's on your mind. Anything. Mostly crypto related and stuff within the space, but again, anything. I mean, for real. So you guys can talk to me about your fucking dog and the vet and shit like that. Sometimes you do. Shout out to... Anyways, so you guys get what I'm saying. Like, seriously, come join us. If I'm not around, there's a bunch of people around, okay? Like, if you want to talk about crypto and mining and investing and whatever, I might not be the guy. But we have, I got rooms within the Discord, and I got a bunch of individuals in there that do dedicate themselves to that, and you can ask them for knowledge. Whatever kind of anything you want to know. Anything about anything. Most likely you'll find someone in there that knows. Gardening, drinking Coca-Cola, whatever, anything. Horse tips, whatever. We have it all. All right? And if we don't, please, and you guys want to like have a platform to voice your opinion or have some sort of whatever, where we can, you know, where you can share and we can share with you, hey, more than welcome. Please join us. Ask for more information. So we got the Discord. So yeah, what was I going to say? Times are at the bottom when we meet for Discord. My YouTube videos every day, and I go live every single night. We're going to go live tonight. We go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Bit.tube and on Twitch. Okay, so I'm always on Twitch and I'm always on Bit.tube at night, and we just talk up a storm. All right, we all get in the voice chat again. We all chat. We all have our opinions. We watch silly videos. We talk about what's going on in the markets. We do all kinds of stuff. You know, we have people that come and join us from the Twitch world, and we talk about video games, or we're talking about like the markets, or we're talking about all these other things that don't necessarily have to do with crypto, but they all have to do with crypto. So, you know, again, someone coming in there and talking about finance and the markets and the this or that, again, he's in there teaching us, and then we're there teaching them about crypto and so on and so forth. So it's a cool thing. I'm really glad that I'm on Twitch and I'm doing that. So what else am I saying? Oh yeah, my schedule for this week is different. On Monday, so today's Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So the next 2 days, regular schedule. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm not going to be around. All right, I got to disconnect for a little bit. All right, so, and I'll be back next Monday. All right, for sure. And you guys know, I'm not going to truly disappear. I'll be around in the Discord and shit like that. But yeah, just FYI. I think that's it. What else? Any other updates or whatever? Oh yeah, I got to get this guy neutered. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, not kidding. Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share. If you enjoyed this content, please, you want to be a supporter? Look at the links at the bottom. We got Patreon, we got Bitcoin, we got PayPal, we got it all. Anything you want to do. If you can't do any of those things, again, just please, at the very least, leave us like, right? A like, thumbs up, right? Leave a comment, leave something. Watch it, whatever. Anything that you can do for free will help us. And believe it or not, those likes, they're free. They don't cost you anything. I know. But they're really free. Same thing as sharing and all that bullshit. Just do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Do it for us. Do it for the community. And that's it. So, all right, guys. Watch this video at the end of this one, and I'll see you guys later today on Twitch, on Bit.tube, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, as usual. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful, bloody Monday.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me and have access to my dementia?
Want some?
Oh, give me some?
Who asked you?
Come on, I'm
I
asking.
didn't
Joey,
ask
would you
you.
please?
Get out.
Joey, would...
Hey, thanks a lot. Don't touch it! Balding, no!
Yeah, well, if you find anything that doesn't look like fecal remnant.
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected. Here it is.
Ah!
It's no big deal.